Today, we are reviewing a true pair of waifu earbuds from the whole universe, the Furina Endless Solo of Solitude. Now, full disclosure right off the bat, I have never played the Genshin Impact before, and I have zero emotional attachment to this character. But honestly, that makes me the perfect person to review this. You see, while the fans are buying this for the collection, but I'm here to answer the only question that matters to an audiophile. Is this actually a good pair of the earbuds? Or are you just paying the waifu tax? We're going to run this through my Euro gauntlet. Sound quality, ANC, battery life, and latency. But since this is a special collector's item, we'll have to start differently today. So first, let's talk about the experience. As someone who buys a lot of game and anime merchandise, I have to say, the packaging here is spot on for the fans. The repo design on the box perfectly matched the Furina's Hydro Archon identity. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I really appreciate that they use her silhouette as a main theme instead of just slapping a generic character PNG on the box. It feels premium, not cheap. Lifting the lid, and there's a layer of tracing paper of Furina's signature. Underneath is absolutely packed with fan service. We get the Furina character pane, a clear card, and a customer protective case. I mean, looking at this case, honestly, it's adorable. Even as a non-fan, I can still picture her performing on the stage. I mean, Skoku kawaii desu ne. The earbuds themselves looks very premium with nice Guardian's finish. However, both the earbuds and charging case are absolutely fingerprints magnets. So the protective cover is actually crucial here. The cover is thick and gives you a real sense of security. It fits the case perfectly, very solid. However, there is this issue with the rear end. Well, I still find these callouts as a bit awkward to look at. I mean, I get it. I can't think of another way to expose the charging port and reset button without blocking the hinge mechanism. But still, it's a bit of an eyesore. What do you guys think? Now, moving on to the feet. The Furina buds are surprisingly comfortable. This curved shape on the cavity acts similarly to the stabilizer fins on the Bose QC Ultra. It gently locks into the contour of your ear to provide support. It creates a great seal without the heavy, intrusive pressure inside the ear canal. It comes with 3 sizes of tips, and assuming you find the right seal, I'd argue that the comfort here is top tier among the standard bean-shaped earbuds. Since the manufacturer is the Rosa Sosa, so the companion app is Roselink. However, they've designed a completely customized UI scheme just for the Furina. The functionality is basically identical to their previous Earfree i5 or the Series Max Mark II models. One thing to note, beside the standard ANC on the homepage, there is a lab feature called Extreme Noise Cancellation. When you activate it, the noise reduction is indeed stronger in most scenarios. However, my experience is that it's less stable than the standard ANC mode. You see, sometimes the vocal cancellation can be glitches out. It seems like the Rosa Sosa is testing their new algorithm here. So keeping it in the lab feature makes totally sense. And then let's transition from the app to the sound. The Furina buds do not support custom EQ, but they do offer you 3 presets. Personally, I prefer the hi-fi mode. It presents a relatively smooth V-shaped signature. The bass is clean, not too boomy, with excellent sub-bass extension and solid pump. Regarding the vocals, female vocals feels a bit grimy and slightly muffled, while the male vocals sound just right. The vocals are positioned a bit far back, but it's not the deal breaker. The soundstage is relatively wide. The treble has a slight metallic tint on it, but the imaging is clear. When listening to guitar solos in the upper mid, it sounds gorgeous and emotionally rich. If you find the bass lacking, You can switch to the pop mode. This not only boosts the impact at 20 Hz, but also stretches the vertical soundstage, making the audio feels more 3D vibe and immersive. And there's also a rock mode, which I found average. It seems designed to increasing the dynamic range, but it punches the vocal even farther back. Overall, I actually like the sound profile, but let's be real. The resolution isn't worth $89. Purely based on the audio performance, I'd value them around $60. But you know how it works. As a piece of merchandise, getting this level of audio quality is actually very generous. And plus, you will get the custom Furina voice lines. So for a fan, I think it's a complete package. The ANC is surprisingly decent. It uses a logic similar to the Sony XM5. So I guess we can say thank you to the accent passive noise isolation. The low frequency cancellation is great, reaching a claimed -56 dB. It controls subwaves, rumble, and AC noises very well. For vocals, it's just okay. There is a noticeable gap compared to something like the OnePlus Buds 4. But again, if we judge this as a $69 pair of the earbuds, the ANC is above average. The best part is the low ear pressures, and the wind noise resistance is solid. It's perfectly fine for commuting. Practically speaking, on the subway, I can only hear the brakes and some announcement. In the office, I can hear the people talking nearby, but I can distinguish the specific words. The transparency mode is midi-core. The Furina Buds mostly let in the low frequencies, but tend to filter out the vocals. There is even a spike of anti-noise, which means the reverse noise addition, around 50 kHz. A lot of this is simply due to the physical occlusion effect of the earbuds design itself. Moving on to the battery life. In our actual testing, the Furina managed approximately 5 hours and 28 minutes of continuously audio playback. For comparison, the previous Moondrop collaboration, the Robin, only clocks in at about 4 hours. So, regarding the endurance, the Furina performs at a pretty excellent level among bean-shaped earbuds in this price range. Latency is where the Rosa Sosa really shines. It's their transition to support as many decoding protocols as possible, and the Furina is no exception. It comes equipped with LDAC, LHDC, and rather special LC3 protocol. This means that if your phone supports the LC3 protocol, you can get an impressive ultra-low stable latency close to 50 milliseconds. This is a massive help for watching videos or gaming. Now, if you check your device specs or ask your favorite AI and find that your phone doesn't support LC3, don't worry. Under the LHDC format with game mode on, we still measured a latency of around 180 milliseconds, and under the AAC, it was about 150 milliseconds. So, regardless of whether your phone supports LC3 or not, I feel it is more than enough for playing the games like the Genshin Impact. To wrap things up, I think that for a fan-focused product, the Furina's hardware performance is surprisingly good. Even if you drop it into the normal earbuds market, its performance specs make it totally suitable to consider as a reliable backup pair. If you are a Furina fan, well, congrats. I think it's absolutely worth the money. Alright, that's for today's video. I'm Steve, and I'll see you in the next one.